Can you specifically talk about what you all are doing to get more of these PPEs? Is it through the feds? Are you doing them through private vendors? What's the process?
Yeah, well, as I said over and over and over, it is an all of the above. So we continue to order through the National Lab. We continue to order through DAS. We continue to encourage our hospitals and clinicians to order through their private vendors. We have also spent a great deal of time reaching out to incredible businesses and individuals across the state that have really stepped up. The Department of Corrections is just the number of gowns that they've been able to make and to get to our long-term care facilities, especially their washable gowns, which is so important because the burn rate on the disposable gowns is so high in these long-term care facilities. And so to be able to provide them with they're good gowns, but they're washable so we can reuse them is really important. And so, from the very beginning, we have all said that the PPE has been one of the biggest concerns. And as we have our heroes on the front line that are working day in and day out to protect Iowans and especially our most vulnerable, we have an obligation to make sure that we're providing them sufficient PPE. And so the stockpiles just weren't where they needed to be. And every opportunity that we have on a call with the vice president or the task force. It's not always, we have individual governors that step up and talk about their need, but we also, through the National Governors Association, the chair is Larry Hogan from Maryland, and I can't think of a call that I've been on that he hasn't indicated, and stressed that we all working together. We know we need to dig down deep within our collective states, but we also need to just continue to work together and raise the awareness of the need for PPE. And so we're going to continue. They've been very responsive when we had an outbreak and I needed additional Abbott testing machines. I called Administrator Gaynor. He actually, I set up a call. He got on the call with me. I walked through what the need was. We needed some rapid testing. We were able to get additional swabs, machines, and additional tests. And that's really going to be, at the same time I was talking about that, I talked about the number of long-term care facilities that we have in Iowa, and to be able to deploy these Abbott machines, once we get people trained with the testing supplies, that'll really help us kind of get in front of it and start to scope the exposure and help identify who's been exposed to get them home and really stop the spread. So, we continue to reach out and let them know. And it's just, I think sometimes, again, we get hung up on semantics, but we've made them aware that we need, and every time that I've reached out, I have a really good response.